right here. We got Big One with the perm. We
Yo.
got Big Walton Gamble. So, of course, basically telling them, Corey, if you was a collegiate athlete, Corey, you'd be on that needle.
I plead the fifth. I didn't say all that. You know. But
Cool, I'm gonna tell you what it sounded like to me.
I don't know.
If you was a collegiate athlete, Corey, you'd be pushing that needle.
They were giving me $30 million to play. If they were giving me $10 million to play, yeah. We had to mute Donnie Mike. I'm glad nobody heard what he said. Yeah, but anyhow, yeah, Donnie. They paying me $5-6 million. I wouldn't say what I wouldn't do.
No, you already said it.
Yeah.
He did.
No, that was
If you were playing collegiate football, you'd be on them roids.
no,
He
that
did
was
say
Walt.
that.
Walt said that.
I did
That's
not.
correction. That's Walt.
Nah, I'm telling you what my ears heard. My ears heard you.
Well,
You would be doing it.
yeah, you.
He said something like it's up or something. He said he was ready.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, so Texas, hey, y'all need a pulling guard. Hey, he may be 41, but guess what? He on them roids, so.
Hey, well,
Hey,
they sure ain't working.
Oh boy.
so hey,
Hey, Mr. Walt,
Hey.
they sure ain't working, dude.
hey, so hey, I think he can get it done.
Man,
They ain't working.
Funny.
I need to kick in.
Oh man.
Going to
that's
the
funny.
gym, they ain't working yet.
My bad, Cole. I didn't mean to put you out there like
Hey, but you know how it is. People do anything for money, man. I mean, that's why the good Lord didn't bless me with all that, so I didn't have to worry about it.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, well, a lot of them cheat.
If they wouldn't try.
They cheating to get to the next level.
mean-
It is very rapid in high school today.
very so much.
I mean,
People trying to get the edge. Yeah, that's a common thing now.
Yeah, that ain't nothing new.
you
No,
know,
at all.
and I think this day and time with the likes of the portal and all that, it won't even matter.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
honestly, you know, I think with certain schools, a lot of schools,
Yeah.
they have that in their program. They turn a blind eye to it because if those kids are going to help them win football games,
Yeah.
then they're not necessarily worried about it anyway.
Man, everybody trying to keep a check.
Yeah.
Like trying to keep a job.
That's what I'm saying. A
Shoot,
check.
yeah.
So, trying to keep a check. So,
I'm sure somewhere in a program they got that one person that encourages it somewhere.
Yeah.
in the collegiate program,
Yes.
probably not in the more of a high school program.
Nah, I
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
say that.
I ain't gonna say
I ain't gonna
that.
say that because I remember seeing one team. I knew every
Oh, yeah.
I knew damn well.
They said they all had thin skin.
I knew
Tight skin.
everybody.
He said they all had tight skin.
Not tight skin.
Yes. You can't be. So in high school, you got different body types.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different body types. The whole entire team's not gonna look alike.
No.
Yeah, unless you IMG.
That one particular team that I seen, they entire body looked alike,
Oh yeah.
and it looked a certain way. So it was if you know, you know.
Oh yeah.
And it ain't no doubt in my mind that particular team, and the makeup of that team, I knew what was going on.
It's
You ever looked at somebody before and be like, damn, they look like they juice.
I mean, now
yeah,
but
yes, you have.
But here's the
Damn,
thing,
it look
but
like
some
you juicing.
kids that you say that to, they just got good genetics.
Yeah.
But some kids, they need a little help.
Yeah.
But when that 5'8" player came out there looking like that 6'2" player,
If you went to school like I went to school with Trotter, it was just a genetic thing. It was his sister was strong. They worked hard. The brother was cut up. They cut trees down and lived all their life. You know, all their life. I mean, they were just freakishly strong people, man. I mean, his sister was benching 235 when she left high school.
Jeez.
I mean, so
Man, that's really
yeah. I mean, for a woman,
that's amazing.
Yeah, in high school, bro. I mean, went on to A&M, and Melissa went on to A&M and threw shot put whatever she threw. I mean, that hammer
So
strike.
you got boys in high school who can't live.
Yeah, man.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean,
Dudes
I'm
can't
not
do
talking
that.
about 235 like. I'm talking
Yeah.
about 235 like.
Yeah.
Oh, like yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
So you got grown men who can't hit that.
Yep.
So, but anyway, man, we got
I'm
an
in the
offer
shell.
alert, man. We got an offer alert. We got an offer alert, my boy,
RJ.
RJ Collins.
Yeah.
He got a. This not his. I guess this is the second one, but he got it from OBU, which I think this was like a long time coming. I think they've been eyeing the kid for a minute.
Yeah. But let's just say this is one of them offers they give you money. You ain't got to give all your money away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So shout out to R.J. Collins for getting. And I personally feel like if that kid was somewhere else, like demographic wise, like Metroplex, Florida, especially in Florida, because there's a lot of guys his size in Florida get several D1 offers a year.
He got the type of wiggle that can, he can get open.
If he was somewhere else, I truly believe that kid would have D1 offers, like the FIUs, the Florida Atlantics, even the FAMU, the Bethune-Cookman, all them type of schools. If he was in a certain area, he would have those offers.
A&M. So when he get to school, he already got that gift of that ability. Now, college program gonna be able to enhance it. Strength program gonna be different.
But their program's been pretty good last couple of years, though. Huh?
I don't keep up with it.
I mean,
keep up with TJ.
TJ and them, they did good.
See, I keep up with TJ. Yeah. I don't necessarily care what the team do.
I remember several years ago, they had a tight end man that went to the league and played for a while. His name was Supernal.
I just know the key that he has good enough talent. I believe that if he was anywhere else in the world.
Didn't they get somebody drafted last year?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they got somebody. A DB was drafted out of
no, it's a good chance. I feel like, depending on his combine and all that good stuff, I think TJ has a shot.
Yeah,
he has a shot. Is he gonna make it? I don't know.
Yeah,
he done put himself in position. To have a shot though.
I believe it.
I think TV got a real shot.
Yes, but I don't know. Like it's like when in college, I guess in sports period, whether it's high school, collegiate, NFL, what your destination where you go could be what put you in the cemetery.
True.
Meaning career in the cemetery.
True.
Because you can be this crazy talent, but that system that you went to wasn't a system that was fit for you.
Right.
And it can sometimes smother your ability to where you're not living up to the potential that you could have. That you could have been.
Yeah, but I think the NFL, they take it. I don't care if you're a free agent. They take it serious.
Yeah, I'm not saying they take. No, what I'm saying, kind of like, okay, Darren McFadden went to the Raiders. Felix Jones went to the Cowboys. Who had a better career? Felix Jones.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, who was to me? Was Felix Jones, Darren McFadden? Just as my opinion, no. Was Felix Jones good? Was he D-Mac? No.
No, he wasn't D-Mac.
You put D-Mac in another system, you talking about somebody different in the NFL.
Right.
That is true.
If
Barry Sanders in a different system, he wins a Super Bowl, several Super Bowls, and breaks the record.
And I just think for him, when he went to TV, went to TCU, it didn't quite work like we thought it was, so he transferred out.
Yeah.
And Arkansas State was just sorry.
Yes.
Like they was sorry his entire time. I don't think he had a legit quarterback his entire time while he was there.
Could have been better at Kansas? At Kansas?
I don't know.
On the field young, on the field a lot. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
He had the offer for Kansas first.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to take that offer that's going to put you in the field and your ability.
Well.
Yeah.
And see, that's why you can't get so caught up in the hype of the school.
No.
Because
nope.
The hype of the school is all fine and dandy. You be able to put those colors on and take pictures with them on and all that good stuff, but is that school scheme fit for you?
Yes.
I read a story about a kid he a tight end. He just he's committed to Vanderbilt. He's 6'6" out of North Crowley. Every school in the country offering him now, but he talked about, they told him, you could be the face of this program, and if you go to anywhere like Texas, you're just gonna be. He just said, I'm just gonna be a number, another one of those guys. But he can go to Vanderbilt being a 6'6" tight end, and be the guy,
right,
and get a lot of film, and end up, and getting to the next level.
Yeah. So, kind of so like this, like the portal is getting larger and larger by the minute.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I think, coming out of high school, I think it's very important not to get caught up in all the hype surrounding the school. And it may be a school that maybe, a top tier school you can go to, and a second tier school really wants you to, but you're gonna go to that top tier school, but just because of how it looks towards the public.
TV, facilities, they're gonna chase after that. Monthly money gonna be better.
Now, I personally feel like a lot of kids chase after clout.
Yeah.
When it comes to the decision making on what school they're going to.
Yup.
Right.
And that could be very well what in their whole little football career.
Man, we talking about it, but every day the first day you've seen former number one players at their position in the country in the portal. And so they going to get first choice over anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
They going to get looked at highly more than anybody. They're going to get reached out to more than anybody. So, but they might not be that. And so these guys, I think these guys who are transferring out of these schools thinking they're going to get another shot, man, probably should just really consider.
I seen something they said when you was talking the other day about kids that are still in the portal. Mm-hmm. I looked at that. They said that 60% of those kids that went in the portal, like out of that whole 100, only 40% of them kids went and got back with a program to play.
But you think about it, now you're giving these coaches opportunities to evaluate everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Now we can just look at it. We ain't got to take you because you hit the portal.
Yeah.
Now we got over 1,000 kids to evaluate for our needs that we.
Yeah.
What do we need?
And see, but here's the thing: a lot of these kids that's hitting the portal, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them shouldn't.
A lot of them shouldn't hit the portal.
The minute you hit the portal, of course, the coaches has access to it, and they see your name, and they go by this deal called PFF. It's your grade. And it don't discriminate on who you are, what school you go to. It's what it is. What you put on film, that's what it's gonna grade you by.
Mm-hmm. That can be tough.
Some people have horrible grades, but they still enter the portal, and they wonder why nobody picks them up.
They don't trust you. It's an unknown.
Like it's crazy. Some of these kids that's hitting this portal, they shouldn't. So I don't know. A lot of these kids probably getting advised by people from at home.
Oh yeah. They getting offers, and they ain't even considered the portal yet.
And no, I'm not even talking about that.
Talking about like family.
I'm talking about even family or just people who think they know.
Right.
And they be screwing these kids. Like as of right now, you got a 4-year scholarship. If they ain't told you yet, hey, you're not welcome here anymore, you still on scholarship.
Right.
So if you know you ain't really putting nothing on film, do not get in the portal.
Right.
Because if you ain't putting nothing on film,
stay out. Stay where you at.
They only can go by what the PFF is, and again, and that's what they go by. They don't care about your highlight reel.
Right.
No.
They care about that system of the PFF. If that thing say your grade is this, that's what your grade is.
But you have to use that because there's so many.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many. Hodo was high school.
Yes.
That was high school.
Again, they don't want your highlight reel, because your highlight reel, of course, you ain't gonna show the bad.
No.
PFF does.
So pretty much they use that PFF to
that's like the Bible
to find the bottom line.
That's like the Bible.
There have been former number one players in the country, their position, who after they transferred couldn't even get an FBS Power 5.
Mm-hmm.
They end up FCS. I mean, because the story is told then. You create a whole new narrative from out of high school being the number one player in your position to being, not so it.
Yep, that's crazy.
But now I guess the animal that it has became, the portal has 100% ruined high school recruiting.
Yes.
some real football talent.
yeah.
Yes. So therefore, like, I think they need to figure something out.
You got to
with it, because here's the thing. So the kids that actually had enough talent to get something faxed to them on signing day, so they can sign and say, okay, I'm a D1 player, right?
Yeah.
So those guys made a decision to go to the school they was gonna go to. They know I'm sure some of them had no several choices to choose from, and they may have chosen the wrong school. At that point, once your skill set gets you to collegiate, a 4-year collegiate, school, at that point, I only care about the kids in high school now.
That's it.
Yeah.
So now the kids in the high school that deserve an opportunity for that to happen to them, as far as them getting something faxed to them on signing day, a lot of them not getting it now.
I'm taking no chance on those guys though before these collegiate guys.
And
why are you leaving?
Like a good comparison to it, and I didn't realize it. I know we talked about it yesterday, but then to just read it, reading it out of article and seeing it, man, Bennett came to college in 2014.
Who? Stetson Bennett?
Yes.
Yeah, the walk-on, right?
2014, Donnie. He has been there almost a decade playing football.
Hayden Hooker, he's 25.
Yes. Yeah. Bennett, he's same age as Lamar Jackson.
I mean,
like, I know that's not quite as
Burrow
like
was in school. Burrow's in school forever.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, maturation works at that position, where at that position you can get away with it. Mm-hmm. But at these others, nah, skill position, nah, you're not. You're not getting away with that.
I just don't understand, how can you allow people to linger like that?
They do. I mean, COVID came in the case, and all of that stuff happened. I mean, some guys. One guy they showed been in school for like 9 years, almost.
But that's just like using us for an example. I believe that the portal has stopped. I think the portal is good for some programs, like kind of like ours to an extent. But when you're coming into a program that like literally needs a rebuild, you're not ever going to be able to rebuild that program just living in the portal.
Kind of sort of. Okay, so La Tech had a receiver named Cleveland Harris. He did pretty good this past season. So what he decided to do, okay, I'm bigger than this place. Let me in the portal, which it's working out for him, because he done got several offers. This whole lot of schools that's whole lot bigger than La Tech. Okay, so he was already at a D1 school. So now all those other kids those other schools that extended the offer to him.
What's good?
He was, so basically all he was doing now, because now they don't see what he did in collegiate football. So all those other kids, those high school kids that had offers to those particular schools that he done got offered to, who do you think they're gonna push them to the side now?
Yeah.
And they're gonna grab him. Yes. So to me, like, now it's like it's a middle finger to high school kids.
Yes.
Well, to me, that's what it is. It's a middle finger to these high school kids, because it's like they become playing B's now.
Right.
Yes.
It's hard on both the coach and the player at the same time. You think about North Carolina coach Matt Brown, Drake May.
No, that kid, he tweeted last night.
Did he not?
I'm a Tar Heel. He said,
yeah. I mean, I'm going to say, if a guy like that, Spencer Sanders at Oklahoma State, you've been started there for 4 years.
That just didn't make any sense.
You've been started there for 4 years.
I mean, North Carolina dude didn't either, but he did tweet out last night.
Right.
That he was a Tar Heel. He ain't going nowhere.
That's just like when the dude from Georgia got the transfer to Bama. He was the leading receiver at Georgia.
Yeah.
But you transferred to Bama.
Crazy.
Why? You just won the national championship.
Yeah. See that make sense.
I don't understand that.
You was a starting receiver at the team who just won the title.
Yeah, because somebody threw him a bag is why.
Yeah.
And then he didn't turn out to be what he was at Bama. He showed that you had a better season at Georgia than you did at Bama.
Hey.
I mean, yeah, they leaving for the money, man. Somebody talking.
Which
we all get it now. There ain't no secret. It's they reaching out to him while they at school.
Yeah, that is true. That does happen.
They target him while they at school.
Some of these kids are not being reached out to.
No, most of them just leaving.
Some of these kids think their talent is more than what it really is. And then see some of these kids' talent. They think their talent is more than what it is. Then you got people, these yes people, that is telling them that they better than the situation they're in.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Because like what you say, everybody think they better be a D1 athlete?
Yes.
Yes. Well, you think, let's go back to Jordan Addison. He didn't have he got hurt, but he didn't have a Biletnikoff year.
No.
He was better off. He was better off doing it at Pitt.
Yeah.
Than he was going out here and throwing the quarterback up for Heisman. He ain't up for nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and he would have made it to the league. See, to me, if you're a certain guy in college football, right, and that's like the Addison dude, I'm sure at that point he knew he was gonna make it to the league.
Yep.
Stay where you at.
Yep.
You just won one of the highest awards for a wide receiver, dude. You got just play one more season.
Yep.
You gonna get your name called.
Right. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about. I mean, yeah. Some of these guys are getting rich in college. I mean, there's no longevity. There's no longevity in that money unless you do the right to make it right. I mean, I don't know who getting. I know some of these guys. I've heard Caleb Stroud talk about having $600,000 when he was on the pivot. Talked about getting $600,000.
Yeah.
Think you was 18 again and you had $600,000 in your pocket.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think the transfer portal, like,
that's what's. But
it has to be some type of regulation. They got to put some type of regulation on it because they doing too much.
Well, don't you probably now the way where we're at, we're going to be in 23 class or 24 class, really 23, 24. All them guys that had that COVID year, that's gone. It should be over.
No, they still get to use it though.
No.
Like
you can't use that now.
That's done.
You sure?
All them guys.
You can't use it.
Didn't you have to be in college to have that COVID year?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about the guys in college.
Yeah, but that's about gone. That COVID year is about to be done.
But you had to use it that year. Like, majority of them they about it up.
So what? So did they take the year sit out away?
The 1 year. If you transfer again, you have to sit out.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, it's only you don't get one free year to.
How you figure?
I didn't think they got a free year.
Look at that guy. Look at the guy that left.
Is it a grad transfer?
The JT Daniels.
Yeah.
This is his fourth-time transfer.
Is he a grad transfer though?
Last year he wasn't. The year before that he wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
You sure you in a grad transfer?
This is 4 schools he's been to.
Yeah. This is number 4, isn't it?
Yeah, this is number 4.
Yes.
Let's think about this.
Yeah, that's true.
He had to sit out one of them years.
Yeah, when he left.
And what's the rule on how many?
No, he didn't because he signed because he had the waiver.
Yeah. What rule is it you can
He was a waiver.
Yeah.
They found some type of waiver.
Yeah.
So
how many times
he
can you transfer?
How many times you want to?
No.
Apparently so. This is 4th time.
I don't see him getting the
like,
gig.
okay, like old dude Spencer. That's his name, Spencer.
Yeah.
This is gonna be his 3rd spot.
Sanders?
No. What's the dude?
Rattler?
Rattler?
Yeah.
He transferring?
That's why somebody told me.
No, he couldn't be transferring.
Somebody told me the other day that he would transfer. I
Quarterback. He just lit it up.
Oh, okay, so someone must just been talking then.
Yeah, I mean, he just lit it up the last 2 games. He just lit it up. Why would he transfer?
He ain't going nowhere.
And I don't see him going to start nowhere, period.
I don't know. He started coming around there at the end.
Well, they said, I hear that the rumor is that, Hudson Card wanted by Notre Dame and TCU?
Man, so it is true. The Brittany Griner.
Yeah, ESPN just dropped it.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
at it
was
right
trying
now.
to read what it said.
Yeah,
man, check this out. I swear to God, if I go overseas and mess up, y'all better come get me.
You know how we got it back home? We traded a Russian orange dealer.
They gave him the Russian orange dealer?
They gave him the orange dealer?
Oh,
That's
wow.
ridiculous.
I'm just saying, if I go,
That's the worst trade I've seen in sports.
Yeah.
if I go somewhere
Must chipped him up.
and I do something wrong that's gonna incarcerate me, they better come get me.
Yeah, me too.
They better come get me.
I cannot believe they got. Hey, how?
Ain't got to worry about me putting weed in my bag and going across.
I can't believe they even got involved in that. Like, man,
it happens, man.
Man, they better come get me. That's all I got to say. If I go anywhere and get myself incarcerated, they better come get me.
No, brother, they ain't coming to get you.
I'm just saying. And so the hell they should left her ass over there too.
She should have stayed over there all 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. But anyway.
All 10 years she should stay.
Hey, well, I hope this is just a
That's crazy.
They'll do for an athlete, buddy.
I hope this is just another way for her to stop smoking.
She better not ever get her ass on no airplane again.
Matter of fact, when you travel, just buy it all when you get there. Don't even take it back.
And now she gonna get this Lifetime store.
No, she ain't gonna get no Lifetime.
Dude, she gonna get a Lifetime. Dude, she finna have a movie here.
They're gonna try to
soon.
water down what she did.
Nah, they probably tell her the truth, but
It was just a little bit.
she finna get a story behind it.
That's weak.
That's crazy.
I wonder if she gonna be free when she get here.
She finna hoop. Yeah.
Huh?
I wonder if she gonna have to do any time when she get here.
She's finna hoop, son.
No, they traded. Like he free, she free.
That's
But I don't know that now because I think the fact that she was in car, I think that sounds like I don't know because Russia on that dude for a reason.
I bet they do want him for a reason.
Put him up.
Yeah. Now to get him back out there doing what he was doing and get him locked up from the get go.
Yeah, let him go out there and do some more.
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy.
Wow.
well.
What?
The justice system just does not work very
Nah,
well, man.
it works on just particular people.
Victor Bout. Merchant of Death.
You hear me? Ain't that how they said?
Victor.
Man. Yeah, that's exactly how they said it.
Yeah, no, that's bad, man. That's not a good look.
But anyhow, I don't know what they're gonna do about the portal. Probably nothing. I think
Something
right now,
got to be done, man.
I think the hey, it's full steam ahead. They're gonna have to. I don't know what they're gonna do. Until the powers of be get really tired of it. Mm-hmm. This is what college and high school football consists of now.
The best thing about the portal that happened this go round is maybe so many of them kids left Bama that it pissed Nick off enough to Nick will say something and they'll do something about it.
They gonna do nothing about it.
Cause
He done said something. He done said something.
See, here's the thing. Say for instance, okay, you got this kid, right, that these schools are flirting with.
Yeah.
And they want to pull the trigger.
But
they're like, well, we're trying to wait and see how these people are going to shake up in this transfer
Right.
portal. So now you got these high school kids sitting waiting for opportunity to be given to them because they're having to wait because these college coaches is this portal going down through the list. Well, we're going to wait a bit longer. This guy may come out and decide to enter the portal. So if he does, we're going to grab him and we're not going to worry about the kid in high school.
It's bad, man.
Well, and some of them are saying that we want to take this guy, but we don't want to lose that high school guy either. I mean, Anthony Hill, number one linebacker in the country.
Yeah, but
Ain't nobody gonna take a linebacker over him.
See, but a guy like that though, I'm not talking about a guy like
yeah,
that.
but the school might want him.
I'm talking about a guy that's can play D1 football.
That's what I'm.
But they flirting with all this transfer stuff,
Right.
And he's not really getting opportunity.
They don't know what to do yet
because they trying to wait.
Right.
That's a kid I'm talking about.
Well,
and think about how many kids like that even that, like you said, he got that over his head right now about being the best linebacker here and there. Think about them kids that are going to be that can be really good, getting that right person with them, that school with them, and showing them how to play football better.
That's why you take a chance on the high school guy right there, man. I mean, and about this lineman, like this lineman from Alabama, he hadn't gave up a sack all in 35 games. Let's say 30 games.
The left guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
He hits the portal.
And see, like, even my opinion, okay,
How you
so
lose him?
You're supposed to get him though.
You're supposed to go get him. I don't care what you got.
that's true.
You're supposed to go get him.
But you got a guy that's a senior. Well, he has one more year of eligibility left. And he plays somewhere in the secondary. You adding this guy in your secondary ain't gonna be no game changer for
Not
your
1
team.
year. Not 1 year. No. I won't want a 1 year guy. I won't want a 1 year.
So why now? If it's a quarterback, yeah, a quarterback can change the whole dynamics of your team.
Right.
You can get a receiver.
A safety ain't.
No.
So why flirt with that? And you might as well go get you a kid. You're gonna have for 4
I'm
years.
gonna get the high school kid. I'm gonna get the high school kid.
That's where I'm at with it.
I'm gonna get the high school kid because he's gonna be there.
Well, we had this kid.
Well, technically he might not be there long for long, but
We had this kid from Florida. His name was Andrew Parker. Andrew Parker was pretty good. Big dude, 6'3". But Bumper and them boys was there so long it pushed him back one. Then it pushed him back again when they decided to come back.
Yeah.
So when those boys were about to leave and Drew Sanders went into the portal, Parker left. Now he went up there to UCF, and he's up there. He done won some awards up there this year, going off. But instead of getting him on that field, which, I mean, I appreciate the Drew Sanders. But guess what? What did Drew Sanders accomplish? He came to SEC Wars, won some awards, and now he just declared for the NFL.
Well, like right now, Jordan Whittington is contemplating on staying again. Well, there's some players you be like, man, you know, your draft grade might not get no higher. You know, but he's entitled to. He's been hurt a lot, so he wants one more year, you know, to put film out there, to help his draft status. Mm-hmm. But there's sometimes you be like, man, I want you to stay, but I really want you to go so you can, you know.
Yeah. So you can free up a spot.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That part. That part. And so, you know, let's go. We got a elite receiver coming with elite speed that's going to be able to, you know, because like Jay Whitten, you know, he ain't the guy that he was in high school. He can't just get open.
He wasn't that guy in high school.
No. Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. He just couldn't, you know, he can't get open like that. But like you kind of want that guy to be like, man, just go.
One game made him look like he was Superman. One game
almost made them want to switch him to running back.
One game made him look like he was Superman. That kid wasn't Superman. People say, oh, that's one of the greatest football players I ever seen. Lies.
No.
Lies. That kid did not do that prior to that point. And he damn sure ain't did it since then.
Man, you talking about Eric Dickerson record. You just don't break Eric Dickerson record like that. You ain't even a running back. He played quarterback.
Again.
They took the quarterback out of the game.
I stand what I stand on. That kid wasn't like that.
Nah, he ain't that. He wasn't that guy. He
wasn't that guy.
He wasn't no Eric Dickerson.
No. But anyway, man, let's get on this prime time.
Don't get on here hating now.
Deion Sanders.
Prime.
So I had mixed feelings about the whole deal. But why I had mixed feelings, no, because for one, before I say why I had mixed feelings, this is why I said this. As African American coaches, we don't see many African American coaches get opportunity at a P5 school.
Correct.
Hell, you don't see African American coaches get opportunities in high school, unless you at a certain area of the country. So he finally, you know, like, because in college football, there's not many African American coaches at these bigger universities. There's not. So he has got the opportunity to be at one of these P5 schools. Cool. We can't complain about it. Ain't now. We don't get the opportunity. One do get the opportunity. We complain about it.
Right.
Correct.
You can't have it both ways.
Yes.
Either complain about it, but you can't say anything about we don't get the opportunity. Then one get the opportunity, we mad.
Right.
Only why I kind of like was wishy-washy with it because of some of the stuff he said at the very beginning.
His reasoning for coming.
Correct.
Yes, like so. His very beginning, when they first interviewed him, when he was announced that he's going to be Jackson State head coach, he said this was God sent him to the HBCU schools to do this and do that.
He didn't say forever.
Well,
that's true.
No, he didn't say forever, but he said but the way he was trying to word stuff, to me, was wordplay.
It sound forever.
Yes. He said, God sent me to change. Yes, God may have sent him. That's between him and the Lord. Lord, and God may not have sent him either. I mean, we can all say some stuff that sound good. But what I'm saying is, so did he change Jackson State? Yes.
Yes, he did.
He did. Like, Jackson State would they could probably go back to what old Jackson State, maybe, because Jackson State is what they were all because of Prime. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, they became the school they became so because of him. He's gone now. So can they keep the momentum that they had? Probably not, because Prime is Prime.
Right.
But he didn't say the Lord sent him to Jackson State to change Jackson State. He said the Lord sent him to HBC to change the HBCU.
And that was
He didn't.
but it was
HBCUs ain't changed. Jackson State did. HBCU didn't. If he would have stayed a little bit longer, could he change the whole dynamics of the HBCU schools? Maybe so. But he had an opportunity that if anybody else would have had the opportunity, they would have left too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that was only my knock against him. Like, dude, you did all this talking at the very beginning about this, and that, and the other, about the HBCU schools, this, and that, and the other. Okay, so the first opportunity you got to bail out is what you did. The first opportunity you got to all those kids that you wanted to bring to the HBCU schools to make it seem like, well, hey, you ain't got to go to these schools to make it. Mm-hmm. You can go to an HBCU school and still make it. And then you take them to the same schools that they could have went to before they even came to HBCU school.
That's correct.
You know what I mean? So there's different ways, like different angles you can look at the whole situation.
Right.
I mean, people can say how they feel about this, and people also can say how they feel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is what it is. Like, he did want to make it seem like, hey, you can come to an HBCU school and still make it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so then why take the kids that you got to the school, to the HBCU school, the same kids that you said you can make it out of here? Why are you taking them? So to me, that's not your whole angle with that was fraudulent, because now you're taking them.
Let's paint the other picture though. Now look at it from the other side now.
I look at it both sides.
Look at the other side. Look at the other side like this. So, Prime changing HBCU schools.
He ain't changed. Don't say school.
No, I mean, like,
say school.
Him trying to change the way HBCU operate and look, he couldn't do.
No.
Number one, they didn't. Some of them, Prime was done more harm, not in a bad way, to those schools. Why? What did he do to those schools week in and week out to their football program?
Yeah.
Beat them up.
Yeah, he
beat them up. Mm-hmm. He was not going to get the other schools were not going to get the players that Prime could get.
Hey, Mr. Austin, that's what he did. He talked out of both sides of his mouth.
He couldn't get those players. These people, you know, I'm not going to go through the vandalization of what they stole from them. I'm not going to use
that matters though.
But to a degree.
No. That happens
everywhere. That happens everywhere.
I bet you ain't never happened to Nick Saban.
What's that?
Vandalizing his cars and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go there.
Don't.
But when people say he ain't swag,
he's not.
Who?
He wasn't.
He's a black man.
Well, that's fine.
I mean, so you say he ain't swag?
You're a black man, but you're not swag.
No, what swag look like? This man was in the swag. He was coaching at a swag football school at Jackson State that's in the conference. You can't, and he won, and you get mad because he can bring the type of players in you can't. Change the way you run the program.
Just a hater.
Change the way the system. All Prime wanted to do is he upgraded the system. He upgraded it. He allowed other schools to come coach to coach. I mean, to practice at the facilities. The water situation was bad. The schools got to do better for the kids.
But here's the thing.
More than football. Prime can't do what the schools supposed to do.
But everything you saying still doesn't go with what he was saying from the beginning.
Man, Prime was saying, Donnie, that it was already been done when Walter Payton and Jerry Rice and Shannon Sharp, they all proved that you can come out the league from HBCU schools. Prime couldn't do that. Prime didn't do that. They did that. If you can look at the history,
that was not what he was saying.
He was trying to get the attention to it now. The kids.
Yes, now.
The kids.
He was saying they can make it now. He was saying that you don't have to go to these other schools to make it. You can come to these HBCU schools and make it. So when you get them to come to your school, high five. But now you gone. Now you taking them. So again, you can't preach on something, and then the first opportunity you can get to a better situation for yourself, you try to influence the kids to leave with you.
Yeah, well, they were gonna leave anyway.
But I'm just saying, like, you cannot go to these kids' living rooms and speak on this HBCU stuff. You can't go in there and say, look here, we got to figure out a way to get these HBCU schools, this, that, and the other. Well, y'all can come to HBCU school and still have a chance
to go to the league.
But
watch this.
But then when you get an opportunity, you take them, and he is taking them. He already done said he's bringing them.
Yeah, well, but this
he's
is
not taking all of them.
But he's taking all the good ones.
Yeah, but this
Two?
No, he's taking more than 2. Dude, he already said he got 20 kids coming.
I don't think he got 20 coming.
Yeah, that's what
That's what he said.
20 can't get 20
No.
20 can't get in.
That's what he
Donnie.
said.
Yeah, they got a 25.
20 can't get in.
That's what he said.
But okay, between
You
Porter,
can't say that he can. You
yeah,
can't say that he ain't.
He can say a lot, but they
He
still
said
got to
it.
get in.
He said it.
He got Porter.
They
kids.
gonna get in. They Colorado done changed the whole.
Yeah, but
they gonna get in.
He got Porter kids he want too. You can't get them all.
Yeah.
There are kids in the Porter
I
better than these
guarantee you,
kids he
every
got.
good kid at Jackson State that there was some highly ranked
Yeah, he's
kid.
going.
Them
They're
kids
going.
are leaving that
but it
program
ain't 20
and they
of them.
coming to him.
It ain't 20.
That's what. That ain't my words. I'm his words.
Yeah, but it ain't 20 kids.
I mean, but
I thought he said 10.
See, but that's your words.
I thought he said 10.
No, he didn't say 10. He said 20.
The article said he has 20 kids already coming. Now, whether they're all from Jackson State or not,
I think they're
is
from
one
Porter.
thing.
I think that because Dakotas Crawford is going there from Nebraska.
Yes, he is.
He one of the people they talking about. It ain't the kids from Jackson State.
Then the wide receiver from UCF,
Yeah,
he's going.
Yeah, it's them people.
But my thing is this: if Deion would have never got Travis, we be talking about this.
No.
But here's the thing, though.
We even be
no, we
if
wouldn't.
Travis never would have went to Jackson State, we
wouldn't.
would have never even.
That
been
was the
talking about
polarizing
this.
story of the whole thing that
That's
catapulted
it.
everything.
That's it. And if you
Travis
thought
was the reason why all of them went.
yes, and if you think Travis was gonna stay behind, he wouldn't.
No.
I mean,
So was Kevin Coleman.
He
the 4-star receiver. They weren't staying behind.
They weren't staying behind.
Them kids went to Jackson State off of what Deion was telling them.
Prime.
He was
They
telling
went there
them,
for him.
They were 27-5.
But what's that the difference of a kid going to a Power 5 because of the D coordinator, and in 2 years he go get another job somewhere else, and that kid leave because that's the coach that recruited him? It ain't no difference.
Is a difference.
No.
Because we talking about HBCU schools. See,
Wow.
y'all can be on all this other stuff that y'all on.
It's not. See,
I'm
we're
gonna
painting the
always stand
whole.
on what I stand
so,
on, regardless
so
of what anybody else got
time
to
out.
say.
It ain't about other stuff being on. It's about the whole narrative in this situation.
The whole narrative, the
I
man
understand-
said
I
he was trying to change
understand what Prime
HBCU
said.
stuff.
I understand
And the
what
minute
Prime
he had an
said.
opportunity to leave, he take the kids that he brought to the HBCU
But I
schools
knew what Prime couldn't
to
do.
go with him.
I knew what Prime couldn't do. I understand what Prime said, but I knew what Prime couldn't do.
Nobody know what Prime could do.
He couldn't change the outlook of HBCU schools.
I mean, but that's what he said he was gonna do.
He can't.
Says who?
He says everybody
Says who?
who got every school that he trashed
Says who?
in the second quarter of the game.
Says who?
Every school that he beat up on the second
I mean-
quarter of the game, he couldn't change that. Says the NIL deals, because if I was an HBCU coach and you walked into the same 4-star kids and offered them money that I couldn't offer them, I wasn't getting them.
Man, check this out. See, again, I look at things
But
different.
he also
if
knew-
Money talks.
if it wasn't for Dr. Martin Luther King, guess
I
what?
understand what
Civil
you said.
rights wouldn't have been what they are right now.
But he wasn't the only one.
But he wasn't the
only
his
one,
time
though.
that he put in,
He
he changed
wasn't-
a whole
it's the-
lot.
It's the one. It's the
So
story.
I don't care
it's
what
the
you're talking
story
about.
that
Like,
they
he can't
told.
change it. Yeah.
It's the story that they
One
told.
person can change a whole lot of
Man,
things.
Eddie,
One person
we
can
talk
change
about-
a whole lot of things.
Yeah, but he couldn't change.
One
he
person,
couldn't
no,
change
that's
the
what
whole
you
school.
say.
I'm telling you the truth.
You know what? If Dr. Martin Luther King listened to people like you that were telling him this ain't your battle, guess what? We'll still be going behind
Donna,
the goddamn schools.
Donna, it was a
walking in the
collective.
school
It
buildings.
was a collective. You heard. You heard one story. It was a collective.
Again, if
of
Dr.
people
Martin Luther
that changed
King
this.
listened to people, because I'm sure Dr. Martin Luther King had people in his ears saying, "Hey, this ain't your fight. You can't do this."
No, that's
People-
not.
if he listened to people like you,
No, see,
we would be back. We would be back further along than what we were.
You're painting the wrong picture of
No, I'm painting
misunderstanding.
the picture.
Of misunderstanding
No,
what
I'm
you
painting
don't
the picture
understand.
that-
You don't understand that
Nope.
it was a collective group of. Since we're gonna go
Yes.
there was a collective
wasn't.
group of black people
No, it
who
wasn't.
stood at the rights
No, it
of
wasn't.
civil rights.
It was
and
Dr.
fought.
Martin Luther King.
It's the people
Man.
who walked it, who marched in Selma. It wasn't just
Who name
King.
was out front?
It's what they.
Who name was out front?
It's what we learned,
Who
right?
name was out front?
It's what we learned, right?
No, who name was out front?
You could.
His name was out front. If Dr. Martin Luther
you
King
can talk
listened to
and
guys
say
in his
what you learned
ear,
in
so this is what
school
you
all
saying
day.
that he can't change nothing.
Again, I say.
We would be further.
Deion
we would be
Sanders
way
alone,
back than what we are right now.
Deion Sanders alone could not change.
Yeah, he
no.
could have. Deion is prime.
And so,
Deion
Prime,
can change a whole lot.
you know what Prime can do more of, Donnie?
He even do
can
no more
give back-
changing
he
in
can give
Colorado.
back more- He can give back more money to Swag.
He's
He
already
can
given
give back more
him-
money and opportunity to Swag
See,
by going.
you
That-
saying
Deion
what
don't
ifs?
need
You
no
saying
money.
ifs? You saying ifs? If
Hey,
he won't, them
it's
ifs.
If he can do.
You saying
all of-
ifs.
If he couldn't change Swag, that was
You
an
saying
if.
ifs? No, he could have
Him-
changed a whole lot.
What, Donnie?
He could have changed a whole lot.
Donnie, he could change who Jackson State
He
did.
could have. See, we don't know what he could have did.
We got an NFL coach at Grambling.
We don't know what he could have did.
So hold on. So what? I'm with Donnie on part of this because what's that saying? He wrote a check his ass couldn't cash in the beginning. He said a lot of stuff, but my thing is this: as this thing is unfolded and gotten more information, I felt like Jackson State wasn't coming to the middle of helping him change.
No,
They were not.
He should have left.
Hold on. Now you said he should have left.
No, he should have left because that's an opportunity that he was given that we don't get. What I'm just saying is, my argument is, don't speak on stuff at the beginning to make you look like a certain thing, and you don't live up to
Everybody
what you
has.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
But he probably, for me, I feel like when he first got there, he felt like everybody at Jackson State, they was all gonna push the wall that way. He didn't think as he was pushing the wall, like the administration and people like that were gonna be on the other wall pushing back on small things that should have been taken care of, like feeding the players properly, making sure, you know, uniforms were the way they needed to be, thinking you're going to get these boosters to kick in because they so swag.
Nobody was doing nothing.
Nobody was helping the guy.
Nobody was doing nothing.
And my thing is this. So since he said what he said at the beginning of what he wanted to happen, how much of that was he going to have to take before it was okay for him to leave?
Here's the thing, dude. To sometimes to get to inspired change don't happen overnight.
It don't happen overnight.
And that's what people such like Corey.
No, see, no,
Because that's like Corey.
You go keep crossing that line, and we're gonna have a real conversation.
People
Why you trying to
like
cancel
Corey,
me out? Wait, time out. We're gonna talk about
people like
we're
Corey
gonna stop the cancellation of Corey.
happen
Instant. Because Corey don't never think that.
It was never gonna happen instantly.
Corey don't ever think that way.
That dude been there for what, 3 years?
Well, when you speak
so
narrative,
3 years, that's not gonna be changed in 3 years.
when you paint a picture, understand what you're talking about first and who you speaking on. But so Deion took an opportunity. He left. He went to Colorado.
Yeah.
He should have left.
And guess what?
Left.
I'm looking at two folks that would have done the same thing.
I didn't say I wouldn't have left. I'd have been gone.
And talking this message up here, talking about they can make change.
No.
The folks got to make change. The school got to make change. He a coach. He one man.
Yes.
Yeah, he can get players to come to play for him.
Hey,
but he can't change the swag.
Did he not say he was going to change it? Yes or no?
Donnie,
did he say that? That's all I asked.
He talked about the outlook of sports.
No, he's talking about how they looking at HBCU schools.
Okay, but I'll say this
much. Did he not say he's going to change it?
Hey, I want you to take
swag. He changed it.
He changed swag a little bit.
No, he changed Jackson State.
I want you to take the same message to each school.
He changed Jackson State.
They swag though.
No, but he was trying to say that they would change HBCU
Don't do this with him, man, because he just talking.
He didn't change
He talking from this little box.
He changed.
No,
because I don't think like y'all.
But
y'all think like everybody else. But like me.
But this is the thing, though.
That's the problem.
I think like me.
Your thinking could be wrong in your little box.
No, and I'm gonna always say in my little box.
But this is the thing, though. Proof of Deion could have made this work over there. When I say proof, hold on. When I say proof, it means when other people are working with him. Is look at that big change he made at Colorado. With letting these certain kids come in,
they wouldn't even go change the curriculum and
the academic standards was what was allowing them not to come to Colorado anyway.
I mean, but here's the thing, though.
And he changed that in what?
2 days.
2 days, and that's just not something big for the football program or sports program. That's something big for
big for the local community around
the kids.
Colorado, the people in Colorado.
Well, ain't none of us up there.
Like, come on. He changed that like that, so you done already
you
made
go
that
right
change.
here. You go with this again.
I'm just saying.
You already made a change, man.
I'm just saying. Like, no, what he did with him getting an opportunity. You know, before y'all know, I don't like Deion. I don't like
why you don't like Deion.
We know I don't like Deion.
Just because Florida State.
Yeah, I don't like him.
You know you don't like Deion.
But
you know you got a negative outlook on Deion. Period.
No, I just don't like him. So that, but this don't have my thoughts on all this don't have anything to do with anything. He should have left. I'm not saying he come in because it's an opportunity.
Then why you on his head?
No, because I got some stuff to say about it. Because it's what? How many African American coaches is at a P5 school?
3.
Time out.
Number 3.
He brought up Eddie George. If Ohio State called Eddie George tomorrow, what is Eddie George gonna do?
He gonna go.
But he should.
Okay.
How long Eddie George been over there?
But
2 years?
But did Eddie? What was Eddie George spilling all this spill Deion was doing? No.
Was he inspired to do it before Deion did
Was
it?
he spilling all
Was
this?
he inspired to go coach
No,
after
that's
that?
not an ask. I asked a simple question.
Hey.
Did Eddie George get to any type of podium and started spilling out stuff Deion Sanders did? No, he did not. He just took the job and he tried to create change at Tennessee State.
Maybe Eddie's not a good speaker.
I'm sure he is. He done been on many.
He's just not a good speaker.
I'm sure he is. He done been on many platforms where he spoke on college football, NFL. So yeah, he can do all that too.
Well,
But I'm just saying though,
you got an NFL guy at Grambling coaching, right? Deion spanked him by 40.
But what's your point though? That's not the point.
You got the type of coaches who can.
But what's your point?
Coaches who are tied to NFL.
No, but what's your point? It's
true.
Same thing Deion is.
Did the NFL,
same thing Deion brought.
Did the NFL coach at Grambling get to a platform and say he was going to create change?
He came in after Deion.
I didn't ask all
Those
that.
type of coaches
Ask him
came.
a question.
Those
did
type
he
of
say
coaches, yeah.
all the things Deion Sanders
There
said
you
when he
go.
got the job?
You talking
No,
about-
he didn't.
He did a lot though, Donnie.
That's what I asked. I said these other coaches that wasn't at
How the
HBCU school
NFL
first,
looks at swag.
did they come in and say all the things Deion Sanders said? No, they just took their job and they did their jobs.
And how many of them have
They
done
didn't
this?
go on these platforms saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Don't do that. Like, don't do that then.
Did he not try?
Did he?
Yeah, he tried.
I mean, that's what y'all say.
Man, come on, man.
That did he?
The number one player in the
He
country ain't
changed-
never went to no HBCU.
He changed Jackson State. He didn't change
That's
HBCU
who he worked
schools.
for. That's where it starts.
That's where he was supposed to
That's
change.
where he's supposed to change. He
He-
can't just walk into Grambling and
He didn't say he
Southern
would change
and
Jackson State.
TSU
Y'all do what I
and
say.
Florida
You can't
and
do that.
and
So
Now
Florida
y'all
A&M.
putting words in his mouth.
No,
Because he didn't say that. He said he was going to change HBCU. There was more than one HBCU school.
So what if he'd have left for another HBCU and left Jackson State? Would it not have been a problem?
Now he'd been
Because
a fool.
he
He
just
might
sta-
well stay because he created something at Jackson State.
But that's not HBCU
See, but
though.
that's not the argument. The argument, the man should have left. Because you can't miss out on, again, we can't have it both ways. We can't say he left and then complain about there's not a lot of African Americans that's coaching these P5 schools.
Well,
That's not my argument. My argument is how he came in the beginning.
Right.
How all the things that he said.
Things change though.
That's some of the stuff like, no,
Especially when
I
you
think
don't get no help.
Deion being Deion. I think Deion was putting a whole lot of food in his mouth trying to chew it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, that's what he was doing.
I mean, just by him coming out of his pocket covering so much stuff for that football team that the school couldn't do alone tells
they
me that
wouldn't
he
do.
had good intentions.
Or what the boosters
But
wouldn't do.
what they gotta do with him talking about changing HBCU
Well,
school?
I mean,
Like, y'all
that's
missing
a-
the point. What did he do?
No.
What all that stuff y'all talking about? Did
So basically,
That-
nothing he did mattered.
no?
Yeah, but-
at Jackson State.
But Mr. Austin, you say that I'm giving Hugh a chance. I'm not taking anything away from Hugh.
But
But
my thing.
I mean, you have to be that type of recruiter
so,
to get those type of
So
kids.
who are your other NFL guys? Eddie George and who else?
Hugh, the Hugh guy that he coached.
Okay, so
he
how
coached at the NFL.
how many times?
And he a real NFL coach.
Right. How
Yeah.
many times did all
He was
those
good.
guys
He
meet
was
up
a
with
good
Dion
coordinator.
to
No,
do
he getting
something
whooped.
different?
He's a good coordinator.
Yeah, that's what. And so and paint this picture now. I'm glad you said that because you sound like the rest of them.
He was a good
He
coordinator.
wasn't a good he wasn't a good head coach, but he's a good coordinator.
He wasn't a good NFL head coach. His record proves it.
So is it who he coached? What team organization he coached for?
Yes,
Oh,
but
was
they
it
got a
him?
whole lot to do with it too.
Or was it him?
No, it's probably the organization he was coaching from it. Because they still ain't no good.
Who was that?
Oh, they've been better since Burrow been there.
They got Burrow.
Oh.
They got, what's the other dude? Chase? No, that's not his name?
Yeah.
Jamar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did he have? He had some good talent.
Who?
He had NFL talent when he was coaching.
Well, don't say that. Everybody in the NFL got NFL talent. Don't mean they good.
No,
Yeah, no
but
show.
so he wasn't a good head coach. You saying
No, I'm some.
he was a good coordinator.
He is a good coordinator.
So-
because he wasn't proving
So
that
this-
as a head coach that he was a good head coach.
So how was he going to prove it at Grambling State if he ain't a good head coach in the NFL? He probably can't be a good head coach in college.
no, that's different breed.
Saban is.
Saban wasn't a good NFL head coach.
at all.
It's opposite.
And he's,
I mean,
and he's
you gotta be able to. You gotta be
Saban
able.
wasn't a good head coach.
So what does Deion do? What does
Urban
Deion,
Myers wasn't a good head
what
coach
does
in the
Deion do
NFL,
better than
but
Hugh?
he's a mastermind in
What does Deion
He's
do
in
better
football.
than Hugh and Eddie George?
as far as what coaching.
What does he do better than them?
He coached better.
He recruits better. No, he didn't think he coached better. He
I
recruits
think
better.
no, Deion know how to coach.
He talks and recruits better.
Deion
He does too, and Hugh does too. Hugh didn't get to NFL for nothing.
Yeah, a lot of guys in the NFL didn't get there for nothing, but they still ain't got 8 like.
No, there's some people who can't coach in the NFL.
There's a lot of guys that coach in college football. As Arkansas coaches, all the Arkansas coaches they ain't got no title yet.
Pippen's not a bad coach.
No, Pippen's a good coach.
Does he have a title? Is he gonna get a title?
He in the SEC, bro. He ain't gonna get no title.
Okay, so what are we talking about then?
He in the SEC.
So what are we talking about then?
Look at you. See, you see this guy. This guy goes from here to there. He in the boat.
So what are we talking about?
He in the boat.
I mean, you could use that against anything. That year Miami was really good. Did they have a good coach? Not
they
really.
had LeBron.
No,
you talking about basketball?
Bush Davis was a good coach.
You had a bunch of studs over here.
Bush Davis was a good coach.
I mean, we've seen.
But that's okay. You say something about Saban then. So Saban not a good coach because he got a bunch of good studs.
He gets best players, but he know. But
So that means
what
he's
does
not a good
Deion the Prime got in common? What does Deion the Prime got? What does Deion the Prime got in common?
Deion and Prime.
I mean, not Deion and Saban got in problem.
Don't compare Deion. Don't compare Saban and Prime together.
Great recruiters.
Don't compare the two.
Come on.
The great recruiter.
Don't compare the two.
This is a
now.
good recruiter.
Prime came in
Don't
and
compare the two
stole
now.
the number one player in the country.
That's an insult. That's an insult.
Okay.
Prime came in and stole the number one player in the country from
That's insult.
From the elite, from the blue blood.
You can't never say
What?
You can't compare Prime to Nick Saban.
Urban Meyer was one of them same type of guys.
You can't compare my Deion Sanders Nick
because
Saban.
he ain't been to Power 5 level winning like this.
No, because he's got there. Like
he hadn't
you
had a
can't.
chance.
He knew.
No,
You
but
can't
they're
say he
great
Nick Saban
recruiters.
yes.
They are great recruiters. I didn't say great coaches.
Coach Jim,
I said
Jimbo
great,
Fisher is too.
Great recruiters.
Jimbo Fisher, he's a great recruiter.
Yeah, but he can't win.
But he ain't Nick, no, so I'm glad to see.
He
but
won with
ain't Nick
Jameis.
Saban.
Hey, he won with Jameis.
Nobody's Nick Saban.
I'm just saying, but he said Saban.
Yeah, nobody.
Who said? I said great recruiters.
Jimbo Fisher is
I
too.
didn't say great coaches.
He said, "What do they have in common? They're great
so
recruiters."
a Deion in Power 5 now.
That's dangerous.
Hey, and what are they afraid of? What is the league? What are the Blue Bloods afraid of?
That he gonna take their kids.
He's finna take some.
He's
of
gonna
the,
take.
No, that's not what they're afraid
He's
of.
gonna take their share.
And
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
get
win.
his share. He's going to get his share. With USC and UCLA leaving the Pac-12,
That's gonna be his
leaves
conference.
Deion.
No, he gonna do his thing. I believe he's gonna do his thing because Deion being Deion, just his name alone is gonna entice kids to come to that school to pay for Coach DePrime.
Saban's name does what?
He ain't Coach Saban.
Saban's name does what?
He ain't Coach Saban.
Saban's name does what?
Brings in recruits.
Okay.
But
So my thing is right
Deion
now,
will never bring in a class like Saban.
If you were a
Who
number,
said he just got there?
That ain't gonna never happen.
Hey, the HBCU ain't never got a class like this.
no,
That ain't
Oh,
that ain't
can
gonna
I say it
happen.
again? Do I need to say it again?
Like,
sure.
Jackson State got the best class ever.
You trying to anoint this man Saban level?
I'm not trying to
and
anoint
this
the man
ain't
no
been-
way.
He ain't coached not one
Man,
P5 game.
the difference with Saban and everybody else
He
is
ain't had
Saban
not
got
one
the best
full
players.
class to where you gonna say
Saban had
he
the best.
recruits like Saban.
Saban had the great offensive coordinator. He had Kirby
Like, come on
Smart.
now y'all
He had-
doing too much.
No, he had.
Whoa,
come
I
on.
didn't call it.
I'm not done. I'm not done with him yet. Kirby Smart was his D coordinator forever. Now he beating his butt.
Yeah, but don't
So
sit there and
who
try,
did
you
who did
can't-
Saban have around him coaching them for those years when he had a great offensive mind. He's had great OCs.
Yeah, he's had a lot of good OCs.
He has a lot of good OCs, but he had Kirby Smart for years, who's now across the street from him, whooping him.
smacking him in the mouth.
Yes. So
And
Saban knew how to surround himself with good trees.
That's called coaching.
It's called, hey.
It's called knowing how
But now
to
what? But guess what's gonna happen
manage
now?
your team.
So guess what's gonna happen now, Donnie? All of those coaches are gone, and there's now new NIL deals. Who is Saban? He can't keep 9 players on the field. He can't keep 9 kids. That was a day and time that no kid would leave Saban.
No.
They will all wait to start their turn, and now they got starters leaving.
Alabama had 12.
So everybody got people leaving.
12 kids.
They
in
got
there before?
starters leaving.
Everybody got people leaving.
This Bama got starters leaving.
12.
We just discussed
Come on
that the kid left Georgia after he won a title.
I'm just saying, who is Saban?
Everybody
then?
have kids
hey,
leaving.
And some of them kids that's leaving Bama gonna go see Prime.
They probably will because
Sanders
it's
done
Prime.
already went and seen him.
Come on,
Who?
Sanders.
Trey.
Trey Sanders.
Yeah, but you know he on a downhill spot. He been hurt.
How's he on a
He has been hurt.
He on a
That's why
downhill spot
That's
because
why
he
he ain't been playing at Bama because he been
He
hurt.
had a car accident.
He got hurt before that.
No, but it was a car accident that stopped him.
No,
kept
he
him
got
out the
hurt.
field
He
for a
got in
year.
the car accident the second time. He was hurt before that.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I think he's going to do very well, especially with them schools moving out of there.
Give him some time. Watch this year.
No, I
Watch
think
this next
he's
year,
gonna
right?
do well, but don't be. I
he
ain't
just
be like
stole-
him and
he
say
just
and
stole
say,
Bama's-
and
he
say
just took-
he
he just
he,
got-
he Nick Saban.
Guess who he just hired? He hired a DC from Bama.
Like, how you gonna say it's probably Nick Saban and he ain't got
Not
one
the DC.
title?
He hired a guy to be his DC that was on Bama staff.
Might be a good move.
He ain't got one title, but he's Saban.
I'm not saying he's saved. I'm talking about recruiting.
You acting like this dude was finna go in there.
But
you see, I don't know why people like you think.
Come on
people
me.
like you.
Come on like me. Come on.
Thinking.
Come on like me. Come on.
People like you think.
Like me, boy.
Okay, so Deion Sanders at Colorado. He can recruit. So he the only one in college ball know how to recruit.
Oh, now we talking. Now we going here.
You ain't like, so just because Deion Sanders at Colorado now, like, think
Deion just came in.
You're like, Kirby Smart still ain't get no key. Like y'all Coach Starsky ain't gonna get no keys now.
That ain't what we saying.
All because of Deion Sanders at Colorado.
That's not what I'm saying. Well, Deion is gonna take.
No,
Deion just stuck his nose in the middle.
Those people are still gonna get those kids.
Yeah, they are. But Deion just stuck his nose in the middle of the portal. Gonna get some kids out of the portal. That's gonna be pretty good football players.
But I'm just saying.
And Colorado could change overnight.
But you acting like this, like everything else is gonna come to a standstill because Deion Sanders at Colorado.
No, I'm not.
It's not gonna happen like that.
Saban
Saban is still Nick Saban at the end of the day. Saban still can go into a household and say, look here, I understand all this Deion.
It's been very tough as a
Guess
late.
what thing? But my record's proven I can make you a first rounder.
Your record don't matter no more when it comes to NIL, buddy.
It
You could throw your record out the window. Who got
and-
the most money with these 18-year-old kids? The majority of them.
Texas still got but one title back in 05.
Okay, here we go with titles. You ain't won one in 30. Come down. Man.
We won
Sheesh.
4 years.
Come down. That's how he go.
You ain't won one in your existence.
See, he going back into his bag now. That's what's in his bag.
I haven't won one in my existence. You're true. That's very true. But winning one 30 years ago.
It matters.
This 801, I gotta go.
It matters.
I'm done talking about it.
It matters.
Hey, don't attack me. You attack him.
It matters.
He ain't gonna attack me. He ain't gonna win.
He been attacking.
Yeah.
He was on your head earlier.
No, he wasn't. I'm gonna come back at him. And I'm gonna. No, he wasn't.
Hey, he was trying to swing, and I was like,
Yeah, okay.
My guy's voice level was here, and it went up to here. He had you earlier.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Well, I looked out there.
Hey,
I know he had
whose
you
voice was
earlier.
up there? Mine?
Yeah,
Or his?
yours.
Because
Hey,
I got
I had him.
because he talking about something he don't know.
Hey, that's what I do.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Donnie don't know half of what he talking about, and he just be up here talking.
Well, check this out. Maybe so, but guess what? For about 5 minutes, I had your blood pressure too high.
About 5 minutes, you was
You didn't have
boiling,
it
baby.
high. You
Walk,
just
was it high walk?
you just talking reckless.
He's still talking loud.
Yeah, look at him.
I'm gonna get loud because see sometimes when I go back and listen to the show, I can't hear myself.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear
That
that.
means let that right down.
Hey, Walt.
That mean I
Walt,
talk too
I
low
knew
in
what I
the
was
mic.
doing.
Poking him with
Well, I
that
knew I was
hot
doing.
pen.
Well, I was
Hey
setting
y'all,
him up.
everybody, this has been a great show today.
Hey, I was
to
setting him
prove
up.
furthermore that Donnie don't know what he's talking about. Let's close the show. I gotta go to work.
Look
Hey,
at it.
I'm tired of talking to foolery right
hey,
now.
that's how it goes. Hey, wait till tomorrow, Walt. I'm gonna wait till at the very beginning of the show. I'm gonna get him going.
Get me going. I want you to.
Well, I am.
I need to talk today. I need to talk about what you talked about.
He had him so mad.
Thank you,
he
Mr.
started
Heflin.
comparing-
Everybody knew
He's
that. Donnie
on
know what he was talking
I
about.
know, right?
Gotta help Donnie sometime, boy. He needs somebody to talk.
That's what you do.
Hey,
Well,
but
Walt-
we already closed this show.
At the same time today, Walt, we glad you talk because you never talk. And so we got
Hey,
you
Walt, he
involved.
on your head now. Walt, say something back.
That's the best sports show this side of heaven. Because Donnie's mom said so.
Everything we said, check us out, Donovan.
U-O-L.